In this video, discuss about the facilitated diffusion. So, facilitated diffusion is a transportation process where the movement of the substances from the high concentrations to the low concentration. So, this is the plasma membrane, and in this plasma membrane, the highly charged molecule and big molecule which are not easily crossed by the simple diffusion. Why? The reason behind that, this plasma membrane is a lipophilic in nature, and the highly charged molecules and big molecules which are the hydrophilic in nature. Okay, so how these substances transport from one place to another place. So there is the in the plasma membrane there are many membrane proteins which are present to transport the substances. So this is the membrane protein where the movement of the polar and charged molecule from one place to another place. So this process known as the facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion is a passive process where the movement of the substances from high concentrations to low concentration. So there are two types of facilitated diffusion: channel mediated facilitated diffusion and carrier mediated facilitated diffusion. So one by one detail discuss about that. The first is the channel mediated facilitated diffusion. Channel means the ion channels, many integral proteins which are present, and this acts like a ion channel. Yes, so they act like a ion channel, and their movement of the ions, potassium ion, sodium ion, calcium ion, chloride ion. So there are movement of the ions. That's why this is called as the ion channel. So suppose that this is the plasma membrane, and in this plasma membrane this is the membrane protein. So this membrane protein known as ion channel, and there are two conditions. First conditions already drawn, and the second condition is this is the membrane protein and means that ion channel, and this is the plasma membrane. So yes, this is extracellular fluid and intracellular fluid. The concentration of potassium in intracellular is very high. That's why the movement of the high concentration to low concentration in that condition gate open, and the another condition gate is closed because equilibrium is achieved and the potassium movement is stopped. So this is the actually ion channel because movement of the potassium. So this is the potassium ion channel. So this is about the channel mediated facilitated diffusion. Another is the carrier mediated facilitated diffusion. Carrier means transporters, where the transport of the substances from the one side to the another side by undergoing their change in shape. Means that the membrane protein change their shape and to transport the substances. So this is called as the carrier. So carrier is a transporters. So there are also two conditions. First condition, this is membrane protein, and this membrane protein which acts like a carrier means called as transporter. The another condition, this is also a membrane protein which acts like a transporters. Yes. So in the extracellular fluid and intracellular fluid, in the first condition, the glucose molecules which are bind to this protein, which are bind to this side. So this is the first side. Then membrane protein, then transporter undergoing their shape change, and then glucose molecule enter. So this is the glucose transporter, where the movement of the glucose from high concentrations to the low concentration. So only there under their change is shape in the carrier mediated facilitated diffusion. So glucose, galactose, fructose. So these are so molecules which act.